So, good evening and welcome to SAS Sober and Smiling. My name is Rob.
I'm Liam.
I'm Jamie.
So, there's just three of us this week. Damo's working and Nick's on holiday, the lucky git. So, we are on episode 39, I believe.
Wow,
Was it 39?
39.
Mental, isn't it? So, this week we're going to probably revisit a few ones. So, I spend a lot of time obviously flicking through doom scrolling and stuff. And one thing keeps coming up is choices and what sort of choices do you have, and people in recovery are sort of like struggling with the idea of choices and how they deal with the choices that they make in recovery. So this is my opinion, considering I've had a bad week at work actually. So it might be a bit moaning. But that's the whole point. That clicks in for me. That clicks in quite nicely with this subject. Yes, I've had a bad week. Yes, suppliers and everything else have annoyed the shit out of me this week. Probably me more than most people because I am who I am. I've got an addict's brain and I expect myself to be perfect and I expect everybody else to do the fucking job. And when they don't, it was shit at them. And I end up having to moan at people because some people are just lazy. But anyway, but the point about the choice is, yes, I've had a shit week. Yes, I've been stressed. Yes, I've been wound up. But more importantly, that is, I have a choice. Every day I wake up, or every day I get annoyed, or every day I get pissed off, and whatever. I have a choice as to whether I'm going to use or not, and whether I'm going to drink or not. And for me, that's the big one. It's. I think when you hit a certain amount of time in recovery, you can have a choice. Sometimes in early recovery and stuff that you don't really, things like that will send you over the edge. But because of what I've learned and my recovery and how I've understood my recovery and understood myself and how I deal with stuff, I have a choice today, and this is just for me. I'm not a pop at anybody else, but I have a choice to go. Yeah, I'm pissed off. It's gonna go. Normal people out there in the world get pissed off. It's not just me. It's not just addicts that get pissed off and have shit days. It's not just doesn't just affect the likes of me that get annoyed. For me, it's not an excuse for me to then go and use, because I've sort of like looked at it, and if I get annoyed and start using, I mean, where does that leave it? Where does that leave the situation that I've just left? Obviously, I'm wound up and everything else by a certain situation. Maybe it's a tax man or whatever, or I haven't done something, or I've been procrastinating against something that I should be doing and I haven't done, and I've got wasted. Where does that leave it? Because at the end, the next day or the next few days after that, it ain't got any fucking better, has it? It's got worse. It's just nothing has actually made nothing for me to take a substance to make my head feel better actually makes it any fucking better at all. It just makes it 10 times worse because the situation is still there. Mm-hmm. So I think it's the choice of clarity. I can clearly see now where I was going wrong with these years. Because back then, yeah, absolutely 100%. I was like every other addict out there. I would anything bad happen, anything good happen, I would just use on it. Because I didn't want to have feelings. I didn't want to be pissed off. I didn't want to be upset. I didn't want to be happy. I didn't want to be fucking miserable. Whatever it was just a fucking excuse for me to get off the nut because I didn't have to think about it. And today I can sit back and go, yeah, that's pissed you off, Rob. But I've got to sit with that. And half the time, the good thing is, my missus said to me this morning, well, perhaps it's you. Perhaps it's you're the problem. You're having to go at all these people. Perhaps you're the problem, Rob, because your expectations are too fucking high. And she's got a point. Although I don't want to admit it, she's got a point. I expect too much from people. because I expect too much from myself, maybe.
That's what I was just about to say. That's what literally, when you said that, that's exactly what I was going to say to you. It's if you look back, really, we've caused 95% of our problems in daily life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is what we do.
Yeah.
Well, that's where that justification comes in to have that drink or drug.
Yeah, and that's the good thing. Today, I can go, yeah, it's probably my fault. Me having to go at all these people probably isn't really their fault. Yeah, they've instigated it, and yes, sometimes people don't do the job, or sometimes things happen, but I probably make a mountain out of a molehill because of who I am. Yeah. But that's never, again, that's a choice. That's never going to leave me. Yeah. That's in my DNA. Yeah. I've just got to deal with that.
Yeah. I think what I like today is I've got a choice of how I react.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've got control of my reaction.
I think for me, the biggest misconception within sobriety and recovery is that as soon as you get sober, you get a peaceful life, everything's great, everything's bliss, blah, blah, blah. But in reality, bills still come, life's still shitty sometimes, but we can deal with it with more clarity. And like you just said, and we have a choice on how we react.
Yeah.
So we can go, in the past, our choice was to drink and use and mask whatever's happening and forget about it. But it's going to come back 10 times worse. It ain't going to solve the problem. Today, we can go, actually, okay, so this has gone wrong, or this is happening, or whatever we have a choice of how we react to that situation.
Yeah, yeah.
And today it's in the correct manner.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a big perception, and perhaps when I came into recovery, I looked at this big perception that as soon as you get recovered, or as soon as you stop drinking or stop using, because certain readings and stuff will tell you, life is just like a pink flower. Life's rosy. Everything in the world is rosy in the end. Yep. And perhaps you think that, you come into it and go, well, life should be fucking rosy. I'm being a good boy, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and everything should be wonderful. And it ends, and that's where you fuck up.
This is
it's like, oh fuck me, it's normal life.
Yeah, but it is. Life's going to change, isn't it? This is one of the things that I struggled with as well. Like when I first came into sobriety, there was all these little things that you have to do, just keep sober and stuff. But through the years that I've been in and out of sobriety, yeah, I've relapsed a few times, but that's my journey. But you've got to find your own way on how to deal with your sobriety. And, the whole thing with higher power and God and stuff like that, if that helps people, fair play. Absolute fair play. I'm not knocking it. But it's like, oh, this will save you or this will save you. In my eyes, the only person that's going to save you is you.
Yeah,
you have a choice of I have a choice tonight whether to leave this meeting and go and pick up or not.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? But I'm not going to because I don't want to. Do you know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's down to you as the person with that choice, I think. Yeah. And you've got to either want it or not. Yeah. It can't. There's no middle ground.
Today, because I'm completely clean and sober of all my on a substance, I agree that I've got the choice today whether I drink or take that first drug.
Yeah.
But I don't have a choice when I've done that first one.
Oh, once the first one's, yeah.
That's how I look at it, because I know I'm not in control of my actions when I'm starting. But today I'm completely in control of picking that first drink or drug.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Once you've gone down that route, then no, you don't have a choice. I totally agree. Even it sounds big-headed, but even me, because I think I think my brain's quite switched on, but that's just me because I'm fucking that's what I am. After that first drink, fucking all bets are off, mate. It's just like I've got no choice then. It's like I wouldn't know where I'd fucking end up. It's quite a scary fucking thought. But yeah. As soon as I have that first one, that's it. It's game over for me. I'll probably end up fucking dead in some ditch 2 days later. But 100%, I've got the choice to have the first one. And to me, that's all that fucking matters. I've got that choice to have the first one. If that's my choice, then I can't blame any fucker else or any situation because that's my choice.
Yeah.
It's my choice to go through recovery. It's my choice to be in recovery. It's my choice to do the hard option because recovery is a fucking hard option. It's the harder option rather than carrying on what I was doing. Without a doubt, it's a lot harder than fucking me going back out there drinking mentally and physically and everything else. But that's my choice. My choice today is to, for me, is to have a decent, normal fucking life.
Yeah.
And be in this sort of like, and it's a lifestyle. For me, it's a lifestyle. It's a total lifestyle. So I see recovery as like all encompassing lifestyle that I've changed my life towards.
Mm.
And it will be a big shift for me to then completely change it back again.
Mm.
I don't fucking want to. I really don't want to. There's no way in the world my brain at the moment would even consider doing that. Even on the worst fucking day of the world, I still wouldn't do that. But there's always a day around the corner that could happen. I'm in no fucking.
It could happen to any of us, couldn't
It
it?
could, absolutely, 100%. No one's immune to it. Absolutely nobody. If you think you're immune to it, you're a bit of an idiot, really.
Mm.
It's like these people saying that they're fully recovered from it. You're never fully recovered from it.
No.
Ever.
That's why I can't get my head around that when people say that they're recovered addicts, because that it doesn't sit right with me because of how my head works. If I started telling myself I was recovered, I would convince myself that I can go out and take drugs like a normal person and drink like a normal person.
But that's what you're saying. If
I mean, I've really thought about it. If I said I was recovered,
then you can.
then I'd think, well, I ain't got a problem
Yeah.
anymore, so I can go out and
Exactly.
drink and take drugs normally.
To me, I've heard people say it, and I know people that believe they're recovered as well. And to me, it's just like, well, if you're recovered, then what are you doing here? Go out drinking because you're recovered. You haven't got a problem with it anymore. So yeah, I don't get it.
I can't get my head around it. Well, I mean, obviously, if it works, if it works for people, then that's fine. But for me, and how my head works, and because I know I've got a very, very strong way of thinking, I'm not saying I would do it straight away, but over a period of time, the more I told myself I was recovered, I would go back down that road again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm.
Yeah, I would, mate. I would, because my brain is a dangerous, dangerous fucking thing. Yeah, absolutely. It's my worst enemy and my best friend. The brain power alone, what I can do is unbelievable. I mean, I've come to recovery and I'm still in recovery, which is wonderful, and that's down to my mind and my brain and putting all the effort in. But it can easily work the other fucking way.
Oh, yeah, of course it can, yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny we're talking about this because I've tried, I've relapsed a lot in the past, and I've tried every single back doorway into thinking, right, this way will work because I've never done it like this before. But there's that, that little voice, although I'd never ever follow it through now, saying, well, you've never said you're recovered before, so maybe if you start telling yourself you're recovered, maybe you will be all right.
Yeah.
You're nearly 19 months clean and sober now. Start telling yourself you're recovered, maybe you are cured. Do you know what I mean? That's when I think about being recovered, that's where my head goes. Well, I've never done 19 months clean and sober before. I'm 49 years old, never done that before. So yeah, go with everyone else and what a lot of people say that they're recovered. If I start saying that, then maybe I will be all right. But I know it doesn't end like that anymore.
No, it doesn't. No.
I've got that mental block now that say no, it does not end like that for me anymore. Because I've tried and tried so many times and it just, it doesn't work.
I think accountability and boundaries come into this as well, don't you think?
Yeah.
Being accountable for your actions, when you've done wrong, owning up instead of blaming others and other things around you.
Yeah.
And having boundaries as well. No, I'm not going there. No, now I'm leaving, or no, I don't want to do that. Do you know what I mean? And I've always had this thing in my head about, this might not go down quite well, but becoming too addicted to the program.
Mm-hmm.
I've always had that in my head, right? I'm not dissing the program at all. Don't think that. because the program has helped me no end, and it's helped millions and millions of people out there. And it's a great program. But I've always had this thing of, you've got to try and, it's here to give you a better life.
Yeah.
Not to live your life
By it.
by it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you've got to kind of like work your life into it, because, you know, I've got this thing that, you know, being an addict, you've stopped everything else, and you've got this thing, and you become so addicted to it that you can't really live your life.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you're scared to go out.
Yeah.
I've done that in the past and I've failed. I've been too addicted to it.
Yeah.
Tried to.
I'm not
be too-
dissing it,
No,
because
we're
it's,
trying to be too anal with it, trying to do it
Yeah.
too military, and
exactly.
you know, thinking
Yeah.
I can't do it unless I'm in a certain place in the foot. You know,
Mhm.
it's not about that. It's about adapting a program that works for you on a daily
Exactly.
basis. And I say, but there's no perfect. You know, because I've always been a massive perfectionist. Perfect doesn't
It
exist.
doesn't exist.
So as
no.
long as you're doing it in some form of way on a daily basis,
Jamie,
there's no
everybody-
right or wrong to it. is there?
Everybody leads different lives.
Mm.
Everybody leads
Then you've
different
got to
lives.
make
You know,
it
we all
adapt to
get
your life.
we all get up at different times. We all go to bed at different times. We've all got different jobs.
Yes,
You know, so you've got to adapt
yeah,
it
yeah,
to
yeah.
how you live.
Yeah.
You know, like you just said, like when I first came into sobriety, I was getting up at 5 o'clock every morning because that's what I thought I had to do.
Mm.
Writing my grats list every morning at the same time
Yeah.
because that's what I
Right,
thought I
yeah,
had to do.
that's exactly
This,
what I'm
this,
doing,
and
yeah.
this, and this.
Yeah,
And it was driving me crazy.
yeah. Then
You
you
know,
thought one
thinking-
little thing falls out of sync.
Yeah,
That's it, your
exactly.
day's fucked. Yeah.
But as I've got along, you know, you adapt it, and you know, you find your own way of dealing with your sobriety, and
Yeah.
you know, boundaries, accountability, choices, you know, everything. It all comes into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it does totally. And I've seen that. I've seen what you two were just speaking about is people. The program itself is all consuming,
Mhm.
and they live their life by it.
Yeah.
Not live a life
Mm.
or their life.
Well, it's
they
here
live
to
a life,
give you a life,
and yeah, it
a
does.
better life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that. Yes, I'm don't want to be strictly sort of like living my life by recovery, going for the rest of my life I have to do this and I have to do that and I have to do this. It's there to give me a life. It's there to give me a life that I haven't fucking had.
Yeah, exactly.
It's from the age of 14 when I became a proper full blown addict.
Mm.
It's to give me that fucking I've missed for the rest of for 30 years.
Yeah.
That's what my program is about. It's
Yeah.
not about me going tunnel vision, going I have to do this and living somebody else's program.
Mm.
Because like you said, a program is individual. That's the whole point of it.
Mm.
It can't possibly work for everybody.
No.
A program can't possibly work for every single person
I
on
mean-
the entire
I mean-
planet. It doesn't.
I mean, the structure probably
the
does.
structure
it does.
and
But the way,
basic stuff
like
like it.
steps and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But like how you live it and how you work it
Mm.
isn't. I'm not the same as you. Or
No.
the same as you.
No.
You know.
You see,
So-
when I was in rehab, because it's like a 12-step program, and yes, you know, the steps are good, you know, the routine's good, but they drilled it into me in there that, you know, your routine, you know, morning and night should take you like 45 minutes in the morning and 45 minutes at night, but that is not manageable to me.
No.
You know, I got, you know, and that's why I think I got so stressed out with it and so consumed with it all the time, because I was thinking, right, I don't do anything wrong. This is what I've got to do to keep my head in a good place. But you get resentful.
That's
you
when
get
the
pissed
relapse
off.
happens.
Yeah, to doing that sort of program. So, you know, how I've done it now, I've kind of adopted it. It literally takes me 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes at night. And that's, you know, that is, you know, because how I look at stuff now, I say to myself, whether it's gym, you know, whatever it is I'm doing, whatever aspect of my life, I say, right, if I want to do that, could I consistently do it? And is it manageable to do that for the rest of my life? 'Cause
Yeah.
if I look at stuff like that,
Yeah.
I know it's not going to burn me out, because burnout for me is a danger zone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I just have to, as long as I feel like it's something that I can manage to do consistently
Yeah.
for a long time,
Yeah.
then it's not a bad thing for
Yeah.
me to do, because obviously I can get obsessed with going to the gym,
Yeah.
you know, doing everything,
Mm-hmm.
because I've got,
Yeah.
cause I've
Oh,
got
obsessive mind.
yeah, I've got an addict brain, yeah.
Mhm.
And that's the problem. That is the way I see what you were talking about. The problem of living your life doing a program, say, or somebody else's program, or whatever, and it's a form of, because like you said, it's a form of addiction that you're doing here. The day will come. I mean, you can do like an hour. I know people that do fucking, like you said, get up at 5 o'clock, do an hour of their program every single morning, the exact same steps, and then at night they'll do it, and you'll have a chat with them, and they go, no, I've got to do it, I've got to do it, I've got to do it, I've got to do it this time, I've got to do this, and I've got to do that, and as long as I do all that, then that's fine. But the day will come
when you can't do it.
When you can't do it, something will fucking happen in life. That you can't do it, and then because of what we are, and we're addicts, and the way our brain works, that will fuck you up.
Yeah, I think I can't. Yeah,
because you automatically go, my day's going to go shit because I haven't done it.
Yeah.
And as soon as you tell yourself that, it's gone.
Yeah.
Well, it will go shit because you're telling yourself it's going shit.
That's manifestation, that is, isn't it? That is literally. I mean, I believe hugely in the law of attraction. That is my thing. Like, I believe if you wake up and you go, today's a shit day, it's going to be a fucking shit day. Because you're giving out that vibe. So if you're there and you go, oh, I haven't done that and I haven't done this and this is going to go wrong, it's all going to go fucking wrong.
And that's
do you know what I mean? Because you're putting that energy out.
Yeah, I mean, that's why when I wake, because obviously, you know, in the past when I've been in rehab and stuff and I've done what they told me to do, like, so I've got up at 5 o'clock. I've had a coffee at 5:15, a shit at 5:30, you know, this, that, and that. And if anything's fell out of sync, that's it. The day's
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? But like I say now, I mean, I just naturally wake up between 4 or 5 o'clock. Sometimes I wake up at 3, but if I feel like I'm awake and I can't go back to sleep, I get up because I can write, like I say, with my thoughts, I can write my day before I've even got up. So I just get up, you know, and I just kind of crack on and just do my bits, check in with myself. And then sometimes, a lot of the time I fall back to sleep for an hour when I go downstairs, but I just find it important for me to get up when my head feels like it's woke up, because like I say, if my thoughts get carried away with me, that's my day's written off before I've even got up.
It's the same old thing as like it's nothing to do with recovery or anything, but it's exactly the same thing. Your brain works exactly the same way. If you've got something important to do in the morning, and you've got to go, say you've got to go on holiday or something, and you've got to get up at 4 o'clock, and you go to bed at night, and you go to bed super early because you've got to have your sort of like 6 to 8 hours, and you put so much pressure on yourself that you've got to get to sleep. You don't fucking sleep.
No, you don't. No.
And then you're laying awake all night going, fuck me, I ain't going to get enough sleep. I ain't going to get enough sleep. Instead of probably getting up like you do, get up, do something, and then you'll naturally fall asleep. Your brain just panics about it. Automatically, it will go into a bad situation, especially us. It will just go into a negative situation, and then you're fucked for the rest of the day.
I'm not going to get me out of sleep. That's going to piss me off. Then it's going to cause this problem. That's going to happen. Then that's going to happen. Bang, 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 bang.
You know when coming off that a little bit. You know when people say, I'm searching for peace. I'm looking for peace. I'm trying to get peace. You're never going to get it if you're looking for it.
No.
Peace is in here, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's in yourself.
Yeah.
So, again, it goes back to the choice of how you react to situations and how you handle situations is how you get peace upstairs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I've found that by, checking in with myself on a daily basis and grounding myself. Because like I say, if I live in the day, 90% of the time, I'm all right. Because I'm not thinking about what happened yesterday or 10 years ago. I'm not trying to control what's happening tomorrow. Now, when you live in the day, 9 times out of 10, everything's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and just understand. I mean, like me, wouldn't understand things are going to go wrong.
All the time.
That's life.
All the time.
Things are going to go wrong. So, like I said, this week has been a bit shit. It's been a bit maniac and a bit stressful and everything else. But life is full of fucking stress for anybody. Let alone me, that is double the stress.
Do you know what's mad though? Probably like 80% of the shit you worry about never fucking happens anyway.
No, of course it does.
No, there's one extra.
You know what I mean?
There's one extra come true.
Sorry for swearing.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Things always work out, and it's never as bad as you look, as you imagine it. Especially for someone like me, I'll back in the day, I'd imagine all sorts, right? The fucking world was going to end because of something didn't happen. It never happens, and something always works out. You lose your job or whatever, or life fucking goes on. whether you worry about it or not.
Do you know this? I'm glad you've picked this topic tonight, actually, because the choice thing has really come home to me since my last relapse. Because that was like I was going through some shit and I had a really bad day and everything was everywhere and blah blah blah. And I had a choice that day, and I picked the wrong choice, but I know I did,
Yeah.
and I got through it. And it's that is since then that's really brought this subject home to me. You know,
Because you're going to do it one day and you're not going to have a choice.
yeah,
It's not
exactly.
anymore.
Not only that, but it's the whole choice thing. Like I chose wrong, and I know I did, right? But it just proved to me that if I'm going to do that, there's no one there to go. You know, there you go. I'm taking it away. It's down to you.
Yeah.
How you react is your choice.
Yeah.
You know, so you can either go down the wrong path or not. What you're going to do? You know, it's the red pill, blue pill, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's down you. It's your choice.
100% it's your choice, isn't it?
You know.
And at the end of the day, like we've always said, once you've made that choice,
Yep.
no fucker in the world
Nobody.
is going to stop you
Nobody.
from continuing that choice.
So what do you want? Do you want sobriety or don't you want
Yeah.
sobriety?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Yeah.
So exactly. So once you've made that choice, whether you phone me, your missus,
Yep.
anybody,
Mm-hmm.
nothing's going to stop you.
No.
Yeah.
So 100%, it's totally your choice. And we have to, and you learn from that, and
Yeah,
that's the good thing
100%.
about you as well. You learn from all of them,
Yeah.
mate.
I have.
And we learn all the time, and I think recovery is just a learning process. You learn from your mistakes, learn from everybody else's mistakes, which is why it's really important to stay in.
Yeah, and go to meetings.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
To do the meetings and stay in with like-minded people. I know people out there that go in recovery and they stay away from the likes of us, even though they're one of us.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to be associated, or no, I don't want to be associated with addicts, even though I fucking am.
Yeah.
And they get a false sense of security because they don't listen and they don't hear all this shit. And you learn from people like us, whether you think you've got a brilliant recovery or not, or shit recovery, you learn from other people.
Of course you do.
As well as your own mistakes, but you learn and understand from all the stories and everything else that everybody tells you.
Yeah.
But no, it's been quite a good subject.
It's a really good subject. Really good subject.
Anything
Yeah, I've
else?
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Make the right choices.
Choices, yeah. Yeah, we have made the right
Yes,
choices.
make the right choices.
Yeah, no, it's I mean, it's all over. Like I say, I look on all these sites all the time, and it's there's a lot of people out there that say they don't have a choice, and
You do have a choice.
I had someone say the other day, and it sat with me. It's quite a good thing to do when you're not sure what to do. You just say to yourself, "What's the next right thing to do?"
Yeah.
Do the next right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, we always know what the right thing
It
is,
makes a
don't
lot
we?
of sense. That does.
Yeah, and we always know what the right thing to do is. Whether we make that choice or not is debatable, but we always know what the right thing to do is. I mean, luckily for me, today and this week, I am a bit of a crap at work, and I will every night I'll think on it and go, perhaps I probably shouldn't have done that, or perhaps I probably shouldn't have said that, and the next morning I'll make it right, because I'm just fucking human at the end of the day. So yes, life is stress. It's how you deal with it, and for me, it's then waking up the next day or that night and wanting to be better.
Yeah. That's the key.
Whether you are or not, that's not the fucking key. It's to whether, because nobody's fucking better every single day.
That wants to be better as you was the day before.
It's wanting to be slightly better than the day before.
Yeah.
Or go, I probably should fucking say sorry for that. I shouldn't have said that comment.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's important to always and humble. Keep humble.
Yeah.
Whether you're act like a bit like me and a bit of a prank during the day sometimes and talk to people a bit wrong, it's to be humble.
100%.
So yeah, We're not all. It's not all rainbows and unicorns and sunshine out there in recovery. It's not. It don't disappear. The stress, the hassle of normal life will never disappear.
I always remember that, when I first came in to sobriety, you're going to get the life of your wildest dreams.
Yeah, that's
And I thought, I'm going to get a big house and a nice sports car and all this because I'm so... Nah, mate. But when you look back, I think it just means the life of your wildest dreams, meaning, peace and
Peace of mind.
and peace of mind, and just and dealing with life in the correct manner. That's what that kind of means to me now, anyway.
I think for me, life in your wildest dreams is, and I keep going back to it, life in your wildest dreams and your best life and everything else, it just literally means to me is that clarity and now.
Yeah.
So not an hour ago, not like in an hour in front, or not in the past, not in the future, just now.
Just now. Yeah.
Whether it's good or bad,
Mm-hmm.
that makes no difference to me.
Mm.
It's just living in the moment. That's the
Yeah.
only
100%.
That's the only form of advice that I could ever give to anybody. Is just live in the moment.
That's gone quick.
It has gone really
That's gone
quick.
really quick.
So we're up on time. So thank you for watching. Please have a like. Please have a share. Nick's not here, but we are on Facebook, YouTube,
Twitter,
Instagram,
TikTok.
What's X? Is that okay?
X. Oh, X is Twitter now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. So yeah, please have a like, please have a share. We'll upload it again at the weekend. So yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
See you next week.
See you later.
Bye.